confident would have been better.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Returning is Peppers. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the...
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to run now. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 57 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the... ...25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Every day, any day.
To throw again. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Carr now on first down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but the 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Switch up, switch up.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Carlson able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This is fielded at the 7.
Come on now, let's go. Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Manning. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
What a selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we reach halftime, and what's been... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just...
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Peppers. Fighting down past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Throwing now is Manning. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, and a big loss here as he's taken down. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, Richard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's a screen to Richard. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Pushing tacklers aside. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the double. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Manning. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Staying on his feet. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Carr going to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Let's go, baby.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Raiders get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up, it's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Manning going to throw here. He'll get that complete to Simonson, the tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the ready. Check right 54.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they can't corral him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. A handoff as they run the counter play. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as